Speaker 1.
My event is the 100-metre sprint. Athletes never last for very long in this kind of event. You just burn up too quickly. I think you have to see it as a way to get your name famous, get some good income from sponsors and advertising, and then put that money into a business, a shop or whatever, so it'll take care of you in 10 or 15 years' time when you can't compete anymore.
Speaker 2.
Archery isn't a very well-known sport, but it is an Olympic event. I actually started by complete accident when a friend of mine wanted to go to an archery club, and I said I'd go along just out of curiosity. But now I'm really hooked. Last month I won a regional contest here in Cornwall, and I have my eye on the national championships later this year. Winning it would just be amazing. Even if I never become famous, just the feeling that nobody can beat me is exciting enough.
Speaker 3.
Like most athletes, I started at school. We had a really good gym teacher who encouraged everyone to try all the track and field events to find which we were good at. Well, it turned out that I was good at the high jump, and now I'm going to compete in my first international event in the summer. To be honest, I haven't thought beyond that. It's always been my biggest dream to compete at international level for Australia. I know I'm going to be terribly nervous, but it's definitely worth it.
Speaker 4.
Ever since I was about 10 years old, I knew I wanted to be a professional footballer. I suppose it was partly because both my elder brothers were really good at school and I wasn't. So I wanted my mum and dad to see I was good at something at least. Of course, as I got older, that part of it became less important, and I found myself loving the game itself.
Speaker 5.
Show jumping is as much a social activity as a sport, you know. And in this part of the country, lots of people have horses. In fact, most of my friends are interested in things like show jumping or pony clubs. We meet almost every weekend, except in the middle of winter. That's how I started, although there's an awful lot of hard work involved if you get more serious about competing at higher levels. But it's still loads of fun.
Now you'll hear part 3 again. That's the end of part 3. Now turn to part 4.